Good morning. It is Monday and they're dreaded days, aren't they? I lost my glasses, I've lost my keys, I need to put the bins out and I haven't yet. So I'm going to stop talking here, do that, and I'll catch up with you later. Good morning. Oh, what a lovely day again. Taking full advantage, getting out for a walk, getting out for some fresh air, going to Tesco's, going to get my lunch, which I think is going to be soup, but it could be salad. I'll show you anyway. And it was soup. I was still fancying when I got there. And let me tell you, this 3-bean chilli from Tesco, I've been having it ages, but it was only when Julie asked me last week or said, I can't believe it's 63 calories for the soup. I was like, oh, that's really low. So for my dinner today, I have got the 3-bean chilli. I've got half of a tiger. No, it's not tiger. It's normal baguette, baton, an easy peeler, a banana, 437 calories. Well, good afternoon. I am back from work. I am actually feeling really like I want to do something. So I'm not going to sit down. I might have my loungy wear on, but I'm not going to sit down yet. I am going to have a little look at the cottage pie I need to make for my tea. Well, not just my tea, but everyone's tea, from the budget meal Jamie Oliver thing. So that is what I'm going to do first. Next, do you know what? Can you see that? Look at my living room. Oh, honestly, I'll show you in a minute. Then I'm going to go look for a job. I'm not going out to do that. I will be sitting down to do that because I have less than 6 weeks left before I have to have another job, and I haven't got anything lined up. So I really need to crack on and get something done there. Then I'm going to do some editing. I'm feeling really, do you know what I also want to do? I might have my loungewear on, but I'm not going to lounge around. I'm going to do some walking workouts today because that is just how I'm feeling. I have only done 5,000 steps, which is probably a little bit more than I normally do when I'm in work. But I have been for a couple of walks in work today. Well, not in work, while I went on my break. So yeah, that's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling quite energised. I'm feeling like I want to be busy and not just relax, because as soon as I sit down and relax now, that is me done for. So I'm going to get done what I need to get done, and I will catch up with you in a bit. And probably the next time you see me, in fact, I'm going to show you let me show you my new ornament in my living room first. This is my new living room ornament. Do you think it goes lovely with the boiler? Yeah. Anyone else's living room like this? Oh my days. It can't go in the shed, even though the shed is a nice big shed. It can't go in there because the battery is not allowed to be outside. So we need to come up with something, like somewhere to store it. I did suggest getting rid of, because we've got a big unit thing there, and I said it's just clutter. Get rid of it. You can just keep your bike there. I don't care. I've gone past caring. That is where I'm at the moment. Anyway, enough talking. The next time you see me will probably be when I'm doing the cottage pie, and I will see you later. Okay, so we are supposedly on day 3. However, this is a lot later than that because they lasted a long time. I've taken this out of the fridge, ready to, well, it has defrosted, ready to put into the pan. I'm going to now get the potatoes and carry on. So I'm going to use 1.369 kilos of potatoes. See, I've had them longer than this says because they've got little sprouting roots there. So the recipe says to use 1 kilo of potatoes. Mine was slightly more, and I'm just going to put you on fast forward now because this is very satisfying, do you think? So my 1.3 kilos ended up being 1.1 kilos. We are then going to cut the sweet potatoes and the potatoes into chunks and boil them until they're soft. We are then going to drain them and mash them well with 3 tablespoons of olive oil or a little bit of butter. I actually used 15 grams of cheese, which I weighed first and after, so I know how much I used. And then season them to absolute perfection, as the recipe says. After we have seasoned them to perfection, we are going to spoon the bolognese into the pan, but I poured mine. And then we're going to top with the mash, bake it through until golden, and it's cooked through. I did make some pretty patterns on the top, just with a fork, because that's how I roll. So it didn't actually give a guide of how many minutes to cook it on, but I put it on 200 because that's what it said for the beginning of it. And it was in the oven for probably about 20 minutes, and it was absolutely gorgeous. I tell you what, I am loving these Jamie Oliver meals, and I actually can't wait to do the full video with everything that I've cooked because I'm really impressed with it, really impressed. Calorie wise, this was 524 altogether. And then I did share Jeff's flapjack, 42 grams for 186 calories. Well, hello there. it is getting on now. I am outside KFC, obviously, because the lighting is lovely. Picking up Tasha. Yeah, so I managed to get done a lot of what I said that I would get done. I applied for a job. I did all the food, the cooking, and it's been a very productive day. And I'm going to catch up with you later because there's loads of people coming. Good morning, it is Tuesday and my breakfast this morning is a banana and a banana-shaped pear, and altogether it's 148 calories. So this is my dinner. I've got my lovely 3-bean chilli soup with bread and another pear that looks like a banana. And just in case you think it's the same, they all look like bananas. You know you're getting old when you go to your car in the car park and you didn't park your car in the car park. Oh my days. So I've gone from work. I went for a little walk in the rain and I thought, do you know what, I'll pop into the shop on the way back, pick up some frozen peas. Didn't buy the frozen peas because they're £2.70 and it's to go with my budget meal for tonight. And I thought, do you know what, I'm not paying nearly £3 for peas when I've got beans in the house. So I'm changing it up. I'm going to use the beans instead, rightly or wrongly. It's a budget meal planning thing. So I'm just going to use what I've got. Whether the recipe says I can or not, I am. So anyway, went to the shop, didn't buy the peas, went back to my car, to the car park. It wasn't there. I was like, oh, where did I park today? I couldn't find my car. Moment of panic, you know, that wave of panic comes over you. And I'm like, my car's been stolen. Yeah. Took me a little bit longer than it should have to realise I didn't actually park my car in the car park today. I parked it in the street over from my work because there was no parking in the car park, no car parking spaces. There we are. Anyway, I'm back in my car now and I'm going to go. I've got some errands to do, errands to run. I've set an alarm. See, this is the thing. This is why I need alarms, because I forget things so easily. So I set an alarm on my phone to remind me I needed to do 3 things. And then I lost my car. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to go now because the more I sit here and talk about what I've got to do, the less I'll remember that I've got to do things. And I'll forget them and I won't do them. So I'm going. I'll see you later. And these are my lovely ingredients for today's meal, which is scruffy veg lasagna. We need leeks. It does say 1, but I've got 2, so I'm going to use them both because they do need using up. We have olive oil. We need mint, but I haven't got any because they didn't have any when I ordered my delivery, so that click and collect. We need cheddar cheese, 160 grams, 50 grams of stale bread. I don't know why stale, but it's not that stale, but it'll do. We need 2 tablespoons of plain flour, which I haven't got out yet. English mustard, we need 2 teaspoons of that. A litre of semi-skimmed milk, that's these in the glasses. We need frozen peas, but I'm using beans because some people don't like peas. We're having frozen broccoli, 500 grams of that, and it was 300 grams of the pea/beans. And then the lasagna sheets, which we need 250 grams of. There we are, there are my 2 heaped tablespoons of plain flour. And then we are going to preheat the oven to 200 or gas mark 6 or 400 degrees Fahrenheit if that's what you've got. We're going to put a large, shallow, it says casserole pan, but I used a pan on a medium to high heat. Wash, trim and slice the leek. Place in the pan with 1 tablespoon of olive oil and the dried mint, which I didn't have. Season it with salt and black pepper and then cover it and fry for 5 minutes or until it's soft. Stir in regularly and add in a little bit of water if you need it. Next, we are going to coarsely grate the cheddar, finely chop the bread to create rustic breadcrumbs. I don't know what they are. We're going to put aside for later. Then we're going to stir the flour into the leeks, followed by the mustard, and slowly stir the milk in to give us a loose white sauce. Then we're going to add only half of the grated cheddar, leave it to blip away for a few minutes, season it to perfection with sea salt and black pepper, and then stir in the frozen peas and broccoli. Then we're going to snap in the pasta sheets, mix up really well to coat and separate, and then pull some of the sheets to the top to create a top layer. Then we are going to use the back of a spoon to create some dips and wells. Next, we are going to toss in the remaining cheddar with the breadcrumbs and then scatter over, finish it with a drizzle of olive oil, and then bake it for 20 minutes or until golden brown and bubbling. Serve it with an extra grating of cheddar if you like. And there it is, and even if I do say so myself, it looks absolutely gorgeous. what I'm going to do is call it now. Because it has no meat in it, I bet Jeff ends up having something chickeny with this as like a side sort of veg dish. We'll see. He's not even here yet. Might have to wait a while to find out. Well, you won't, because by the magic of editing, you'll probably see it in the next clip. So this is my tea. I didn't have any chicken. However, Jeff did. I just didn't take a video, and I did call it. This is 410 calories. And a whisper for 167 with a coffee. This is my Monday and my Tuesday, and I have ended both days within my calories, which obviously I am very, very happy with. So I have treated you today. You've had 2 lovely recipes, and that scruffy veg lasagna, it was so nice. Well, do you know what? Everything I've made so far has been gorgeous. And I am going to let you go now because this has been another very long video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.